Hey there. I'm just gonna do another one. So that's the book. Last time I disagreed with half of it, which is weird because I agreed with all of it when I was in college. Sorry, allergies. Oh, I just opened that on accident. It's about a woman president. This piece, an answer to letters from readers, was published in the issue of The Objectivist dated December 1968. Although the piece was actually written in January 1969. So evidently there's some time travel stuff. Maybe that's what goes on. About a year ago, in the issue of January 1968, McCall's, I think that's the name of a magazine from back in the day, published an article interview with 16 prominent women, myself included. So I guess they interviewed her. I can only imagine there's like 16 women, and one of them's at Ayn Rand, and she's like, none of you should be president. That's kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen. I don't know for sure. I read this decades ago, so I don't know exactly. Who had been asked to answer the question, what would I do if I were the president of the United States? The first paragraph of my answer read, I would not want to be president and would not vote for a woman president. A woman cannot reasonably. It's like I'm trying to get in trouble right now. I literally just opened this book at random. I guess you could probably do that with any Ayn Rand book and open it at random and get in trouble. So, and it's not like anybody gives a shit about what I think. So, I would not want to be president and would not vote for a woman president. A woman cannot reasonably want to be a commander in chief. I prefer to answer the question by outlining what a rational man would do if he, in italics, were president. Damn it. I was just hoping to have like a weird video. Now I have to deal with all this. Obviously, I've dated for multi years many women. I would trust 2/3 of them more than I would trust myself if it was like online. Like if you were like, if I was stuck in a car on the side of the road or some shit like that, most of them would come get you. Like every guy's gonna go get you, but I would be the one that had made the mistake. So I would be thinking, I screwed up. Who am I gonna call? I'm not gonna call one of my buddies unless he's like around the block or something. I would call the girl I'm with at the time. President? I think a lot. So I've learned a lot more in the last couple of years, as I think everybody has, that the president has a lot more power than I thought he had. So back then, I mean, it's like the big question: do you go to war or not? Something like that. Now it's like there's little tiny things because Congress is stupid and won't fix any problem because anytime they take a side, half their base gets, or half the people that voted for them get pissed off and all that. I don't think I'd have a problem with a woman president. I do think I'd have a problem with. I don't know. I don't even think I'd care. I think either way. I almost want to read the next paragraph just to see where this thing goes. Uh, Thereafter, I received many letters from students of objectivism asking me the reasons of that particular paragraph. I was counting on the readers of my novels to understand my reasons. Well, that's tough. I read all her novels. I've read thousands of novels. It doesn't mean I understand what's going on in your head. I grant you, however, that the issue is not self-evident and that it is not easy to conceptualize. Okay, so they're supposed to understand it, but it's also not self-evident and it's not easy. It's like every time I reread things that I probably just, read it once to get through the book back in the day. But you contradict yourself twice in one sentence. For illustrative material, I suggest that you study the basic motivation of the heroines in my novels, particularly Dagny Taggart. Well, I remember the book. She basically wanted to get with Riordan, and that was how that worked. But I think she thinks, which is 2 levels of stupid, I think she thinks women want men that are insanely strong. And I try to be that, but I'm not all the time. Obviously, I do my best, but nobody's a superhuman. And also, nobody's like Dagny Taggart. I have gone out and dated a lot of women, and I have not yet met anybody that was a woman that was Dagny Taggart. I've also not met any men that was Dagny Taggart. I'm going to keep reading. No, I think I should stop. This is like me reading. All right, I just want to see how this goes. And I'm still on the first page of this thing, so I'm right there. I do not think that a rational woman can want to be president. Observe that I did not say she would be unable to do the job. Well, that's actually better. So I was 100% disagreeing. I'm like, all right, but now you're saying that only crazy women want to be president. I think any crazy guy wants to be president. I'm crazy. I'll be president. What the hell? I said that she could not want it, and want is in italics. So a normal woman wouldn't want to be president. I don't know. I'm a guy. I don't know what women want. If I knew what women want, it would be like, hey, instead of Zeusy, there'd be a girl right there. So, yeah, maybe. I don't know. It is not a matter of her ability, but of her values, in italics. I'm going to have to keep reading this one, but I'm just going to stop there. And I think the thing is, and there's podcasts you can watch or on YouTube before they get banned about, there's this lady, I don't know her name. It's like, I think she was from Seattle or something. And she was a conservative, and she's a blonde. That's all I know her by. And she thinks women shouldn't be allowed to vote. And so that exists. This stuff that I just read, that exists. And it exists today on the internet. And you can go and watch it, and like it or not. Obviously not going to happen. There's eventually going to be a female president. I just hope that when we elect a female president, it's because she is the best person for the job and not because she's a female. I don't think we elected Trump. Like, I didn't vote for Trump or her, but I I don't think that you should elect a person based on their identity. Like, hey, I'm the weirdest situation going on right now, so I'm very special. I think that what should happen is when there's an actual politician that is not, I don't know, pandering, I guess I'd say. That might be in that gender or that race or whatever it is that hasn't happened yet that we have to make happen to make everybody happy. You just need a smart guy, gal. I used to like it when you could call everybody guys. Hey guys, and like the three girls there would be like, hey, and they have to say guys and gals. I don't know. I am gonna mess this up, but I'm gonna end with this. I basically know nothing, and I'm gonna read a different now. I'm just gonna pet my dog. So have a good day.